So you're like, Myrna, I do all the things. I wash my hair once a week. I deep condition. I'm not using any trash products. All my products are natural and they're so sensitive. And I'm still dealing with a dry and itchy scalp. So when a client tells me this, my next question is always, are you stressed? A dry scalp isn't just dry. It's itchy, it's irritating, and it's even unsightly when you want to throw in the flakes and the dandruff. It's really giving the girl from the Breakfast Club when she was just scratching at her scalp and it was a snowfall of dandruff and flakes. Honestly, guys, I'll be lying to y'all if I didn't admit that I've been there, done that. I distinctly remember it was first grade. I had a very dry scalp growing up. Oh my goodness, I had the worst scalp growing up. And it was so dry and itchy this one day in class. And I remember just having at it and just going in and scratching the mess out of my scalp. It was literally the Breakfast Club scene where I had huge flakes falling down onto my paper. Thankfully, nobody saw because it was disgusting and low-key embarrassing. But honestly, I know I'm not the only one who's been there because who's worn a black shirt and all of a sudden you have flakes galore on your shoulders? We've all been there. I just want to say that a dry scalp is more common than we think. So don't feel like you have to be a silent sufferer because this video is for you. I'm going to tell you exactly how to keep a dry scalp at bay so you don't have to deal with the itchy, the irritating, none of it. When I get a new client in the salon and they're telling me that they're dealing with a dry and itchy scalp, I always start at the top with their cleansing routine. How often are you washing your hair? Are you washing it too much? Are you not washing enough? And what products are you using? Because when it comes to curly hair, a lot of people don't realize this, that curly hair is actually the most dry texture because of that curl and coiled structure of the strands. Oils get trapped at the scalp and they're not able to travel down the hair. So it is so imperative that when you have curly hair that you have a consistent cleansing routine so that your hair doesn't dry out. Your hair and your scalp doesn't dry out. And when you're not washing your hair enough, if you even wear a protective style as far as 3 months out until you wash your hair again, you have so much buildup that has accumulated on your scalp from products, from sweat, from pollution, dirt, debris that has collected on your scalp for as long as 3 months. Of course, your hair, your scalp is going to be dry and itchy because you have product buildup. Product buildup doesn't only cause dryness, but if left untreated, product buildup can actually cause a ton of breakage. And just the bacteria alone will be enough to cause fungus and other bacteria to grow on your scalp. So when it comes to treating a dry and itchy scalp, you want to make sure that you are going in at least once a week with a gentle clarifying shampoo or a moisturizing shampoo. I always say use a clarifying shampoo at least once a month so you know that you are doing a deep cleansing detox on your scalp and your hair to get all that product off. Because if you don't, then it doesn't matter how much moisture you put on your hair and scalp, it will not be able to get through the dirt and the debris that has just been sitting on there for weeks at a time. So you want to make sure if you haven't washed your hair in a month, or if you use heavy products like gels and butters and oils, go ahead and go in with a gentle clarifying shampoo to really give your hair a deep clean so that you can start fresh. And hello, let's let that scalp breathe. If you're dealing with a dry and itchy scalp, another point I want to make when it comes to washing your hair is to avoid using hot water. Now I know that is very difficult because I too love hot water, even though I have eczema and it is terrible for my skin. whatever, it makes me feel alive. It's so bad because hot water draws out moisture from your hair, from your scalp, from your skin. So what you want to do is actually use warmer water for when you're shampooing, because the warm water is going to help open up those cuticles to let go of any debris, any product buildup, any sweat that's really accumulated on your hair and scalp. And then follow up with your deep conditioner, because the deep conditioner is going to help maintain long-lasting moisture in both your hair and scalp. And then clip your hair up with the deep conditioner. Let the steam from your warm shower actually act as a steam treatment. And then when you're ready to head out, turn the dial to cooler water and let your hair get rinsed by cool water. The cool water is actually going to help close those cuticles and lock in that moisture from your deep conditioner. Now, this may be a little spicy, but I have to say it. Now, if you have a dry and itchy scalp, please stop putting oil on your scalp. An oil will never moisturize your scalp. And that is because we know that oil and water do not mix. They actually repel each other. So if your scalp is dry, the last thing you need to put on it is oil. You need to wash your hair, and with water. I'm just gonna say that, with water. I actually coach my clients to stop using oils on their scalps, because I teach them that our scalps already have oil glands. They're called sebaceous glands, and their primary job is to produce oil for the rest of our hair and scalp. So when you are putting additional oils, and let's be real, we're putting heavy oils like castor oils and olive oil onto our scalp, that it's too much, that our own body, the sebaceous glands are like, oh, this is entirely too much. This is an overproduction of oil, that altogether it just stops. And that's where we see the perpetual dryness of our scalp, because we keep putting oil on it and not letting our bodies do what they naturally do. So I tell them, if you actually start washing your hair more, then you'll notice that those sebaceous glands start to kick into gear again, and then your scalp will naturally start to moisturize itself. You don't have to go in and continue to put in any products, because our bodies are actually self-healing and they can do it themselves. Now, once you thoroughly cleanse your scalp, you want to make sure that you are going in with the right products. Now, heavy products and harsh products such as gels, hairsprays, mousse, they contain a lot of drying ingredients such as alcohol that will strip the hair and the scalp of moisture. You want to make sure when you have a dry scalp, you want to treat it like a sensitive scalp. You want to treat it like a baby's skin. You don't want to put anything too harsh, anything too fragrant on your scalp. So you want to gear towards products that are more natural, have more natural ingredients, things that are geared towards sensitive skin as well. So you know that your products are not the culprit when it comes to your dry scalp. So you're like, Myrna, I do all the things. I wash my hair once a week. I deep condition. I'm not using any trash products. All my products are natural and they're so sensitive. And I'm still dealing with a dry and itchy scalp. So when a client tells me this, my next question is always, are you stressed? And I want to say, like, 10 out of 10 times, the answer is yes. Now, a lot of people don't know this, but stress actually causes a dry and itchy scalp. Cortisol, which is the hormone that is released when you're stressed, inflames the body and can dry out and cause itchiness to your scalp. So you want to be sure that you're not letting these people stress you out. I always say that to my clients, don't let these people stress you out, because you can see it in your hair as well. You want to make sure that you are maintaining your stress levels. Go out on walks, get some exercise, do some yoga, do some journaling, get a therapist, quit that job, because it's not worth your hair falling to the ground. All right, guys, I hope these tips helped you. If you need a little bit more help, a little bit more information, be sure to grab my free Curly Girl Planner where I help you dive into your regimen and create the best one that's for you and your lifestyle. So go ahead and check that link down below. Always a pleasure. I'll see you on the next one.